Hi everybody, Al Bernstein here for the Boxing Channel with our preview of what should be a very entertaining super middleweight championship match on Saturday, November 17th, in which Carl Froch defends his title against Froch-Mack in Nottingham, England, Froch's hometown. Now Mack is stepping down from the light heavyweight division for this challenge, where he hopes to do better in the 168-pound division. Mack had previously challenged for a light heavyweight title and not won it. And meanwhile, Carl Froch, who has run the gauntlet of opponents in the last couple of years, 9 out of the last 10 men he's faced are either former, current, or were future world champions. So he has faced very tough competition, and now facing yet another light heavyweight, as he did Glenn Johnson, stepping down to try and win his title. The 32-year-old Mack comes in with a 31-4 record, and he has been a very good light heavyweight contender, but has never found his way for a world title. In a big match against Glenn Johnson, he lost in 2010, was KO'd by him, and then challenged for the title last year against Tavoris Cloud, but could not win. Cloud would stop him in that effort. Now, Mack moving down to the 168-pound division, as in fact Glenn Johnson did, the fighter who he lost to try and find glory in that lower weight class. And he will take on Carl Froch in front of his home crowd. The 35-year-old Froch defending his title back in Nottingham, where he last defended it against Lucien Boutet. In fact, a title unification match was that one. It was a terrific performance, and if he beats Mack in this fight, has a rematch set up with Boutet, this one in Boutet's home area in Montreal. But for this fight against Mack, Froch can't stub his toe or look ahead. He's got to take care of business against this light heavyweight who is moving down. Froch is a tough customer with a terrific chin and lots of power that has produced 21 knockouts in his 29 wins. With that, let's take a look at the keys to victory. First, for Mack, when I say in and out, I mean that he's got to work not just on the inside against Froch, but also do some work from the outside and show him different angles and different looks during this fight. That is essential when you fight Froch. And when I say don't get carried away, I mean, of course, don't literally get carried away after you've been knocked out, but the main thing is don't get excited if you land a lot of big punches and you think you have Carl Froch hurt. You better be very careful, because Froch has the best chin on the planet, and you may think you can knock him out, but it's pretty hard to do. So you have to be very careful about the opportunities you go for. And combination is important. Whenever you fight Carl Froch, you have to give him a lot to think about. And combination punching will do that. For Carl Froch, establishing the jab is very important, because he's about a 50% better fighter when he uses the jab. It keeps him on balance, and it's a very potent weapon as well. Sometimes early in fights, people do well against Carl, but he never gives up, and staying the course is important for him, because at the end of the day, he finds a way to get the job done against them, and because he has that great chin, you can afford this kind of patience. Now, the uppercut is a terrific punch for him. He hasn't used it as much in some recent fights, but I think against Mack especially, it could be a very, very good weapon for Froch. So they will battle it out on Saturday, November 17th. Carl Froch trying to defend his title and then setting the stage for what will be a very lucrative rematch against Lucien Boutet in Canada, Boutet's home country, a man, of course, that Froch has already vanquished, but that's a big money fight for him. Now for Mack, he's hoping to come down and find riches and rewards in the 168-pound division in the last third of his career. We'll see if he can do it. Now this fight, it can be seen in the United States on pay-per-view, Integrated Sports putting that out. So if you're in the United States and you want to see it there, you can avail yourself of the pay-per-view. We will have full coverage of this fight, post-fight with Zora Suleiman, very talented British presenter who will be doing the coverage for us. And we'll have all full post-fight coverage with interviews with all the participants and the post-fight press conference as well. So you want to come to the Boxing Channel for all of that.